adjust this. Bob. There we go. And we're live. And it's hot. It is so hot out. It's insane. Um, and I love the heat. Like I'm an end summer baby, but it's like, damn. Like as I get older, it's like I love that going into fall, like heat, like 70s, around that warmth. I think 80s and 90s, I used to like just marinate in that shit when I was younger, when it was really really warm. Now it's like I love it, but can't be out in it too long. Like sweating is like holy. But yeah. So I'll get the live chat going. I think we're good with that. Yeah, there we go. And just hit my funny bone. It wasn't funny. Now let's play the waiting game. I'll wait a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it got up to like it was about 100 degrees 2 days ago. It was wild. And then yesterday it was in the 90s. Um, Today was like high 80s, basically 90s. um, Tomorrow it's gonna be like in the 80s all week. So some of the cooler days, but still just damn hot. Um, but yeah. So I guess we're gonna get into the episode. So with these reactions, I don't usually like show it or anything, obviously, because there's rules and stuff with this. No audio, no visuals. Just giving my reaction and such with it, and going along kind of with the dialogue. But yeah, Beyblade X in general, like how it is, it slowed down the pace of what Beyblade like we usually see with it. There's more like realism with it. Like they show out the 4X system, and that's how we see like the avatars and stuff for the base. So adding that like, the sense of realism with it, which that's really really interesting how they did that. But even the design of like how they do the startup and how the bays are, you could see the homage to like Plastic Gen, the Metal Gen, even like Burst with all of them with how they do this, and it's really awesome seeing that. I feel like things are gonna get really wild as we get into this second arc of the season. This is where it's gonna like shit's gonna hit the fan for sure. In some of the next episodes, things are really gonna start building up because we got like the Blader who has Fox Rush coming in, Scorpio Spear. So yeah, Yoko and also Dokuga who still have to come in with their teams, their respective teams. Then you got Gramps. Um, I don't know his name, but I'm just like referring to him as Gramps. He's gonna have Tricera Press, and then after that, we're probably getting into like the build up with Zodiac and stuff. But we got like the stories with those teams coming in. Persona's gonna probably face off against all of them. Um, and then the build to the big showdown with Team Zodiac. But we still got some unresolved stories, Bladers to come in, also Chrome and X's story as well. Uh, yeah, so bunch still to go with this, but we got to get into it. Let's see. There we go. I don't know what the hell happened. Like, but there we go. Making sure the chat's all good. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. Will those hands reach out to the light or the darkness? Will those hands grasp victory or despair? X, racing closer and closer. Beyblade News. This week's highlight of the Star Battle was this match. This match was a Baycrafters proxy war between Team Persona and Team Zuganic. But the end became a direct battle, and the one who triumphed over the Manju family's twin Baycrafters was Multi-Nanairo. After this match, they now stand at 57 white stars, shooting Team Persona straight up to third place. Team Misleaders is in second place with 58 stars, and in first place, the team who has reigned at the top since the start of the event, Team Yggdrasil. They have 64 stars. But who will be the first to 100 stars? I don't want to miss a thing. Our team, Team Goldius, currently has 50 stars. It's about time, I suppose. Ewau, are preparations complete? Yes, we have sent a challenge request to Yggdrasil. Oh, very good. I am very much looking forward to battling with Lord Burn. Oh, Karua and Burn are facing off. Karua, I see. Then let our battle further accelerate the Bay time shift. For that is my duty, my noblesse oblige. Dude, people sleep on this series, man. The build up, I like it. We're getting Yggdrasil and Goldius with this one. The intro's so sick, but I'm like, I gotta skip over it. Otherwise, I'd watch it like every time. Went a little too far. There we go. Popularity versus curse. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be throughout multiple episodes. It makes sense. So, Uni and Karua with this one, or not Karua. Uni and damn it, I'm having a brain fart. There's Ewell, there's Karua, and hey, Mr. Taisho, where did Multi and Tenka go? Not sure. Maybe they went shopping. What? But the star battle is getting so exciting. We don't have time to goof off right now. With Maiden and Bird both gone, I'm short-handed here. I know. X, can you help me with my prep work? Then can I sneak a few bites? Well, if it's just a few. Yay! Whew. Managed to distract him. This is quite the crowd. I guess since it's Yggdrasil and Goldius after all. It was a good idea to leave X behind. Yeah, worst case, he'd even try to barge into the match. Hmm? Oh, man. Burn Fujiwara's there. That's rare. Usually he's late. Wonder if something's happening. Oh, man. New bays and new custom lines. Thanks to the star battle, the bay time shift has accelerated even more. And what lies beyond it? Is a brilliant future for the Beyblade world. This theme's so badass, man. I'm going to show off my popularity today, okay? Since I am a riddle crafter, I'll focus on my Bay riddles, Zona. And then go, oh my god, then you got like 6 whole ass limos showing up. Here she is. With the trumpeteers down the sides, bruh. Got a whole band for this shit. Iwao opens up the limo. There's Karua. Ryu, that's her name. I just remembered it. Karua, Iwao, and Ryu. Crimson Garuda and Golem Rock. Both are new bays, and their opponents will need to take stars from eventually. So let's take this opportunity and observe closely. Thank you so much for your patience, Lord Byrne. I am pleasantly surprised that you arrived early for your dear fiancé. Oh my, should I take it as a sign that you wish to proceed with the wedding ceremony as quick as possible? My lady, your grandfather was merely suggesting an engagement. I decided, so it's happening. I applaud you for correcting her all the time. Now, start the live stream. Now activating the portable 4X system. So it's like a drum up in Bakugan. So cool. What's up, everybody? We got Team Yggdrasil versus Team Goldius. The hottest battle of the day is about to start. Both teams are sponsored by world-famous global companies, and this will actually be their first official match against each other. And they're from Slash Tower and Solidus Tower, respectively. 2 top-tier upper 4 teams from both towers facing off. This is gonna be intense. I thought you would have extended a challenge sooner. Was there a reason you waited this long? Let's just say every maiden has her secrets. Only 36 stars left until we reach 100. I feel a little sad seeing the end is near, Zona. What? Let's see. I missed what he said. What? Because you won't be able to dish out more Bay riddles? But you can do that anytime. Both teams have to bet a minimum of 20 stars. Or so you proposed, right? Yes, that's correct. Thank you for following. 20 stars per battle? Goldies only has 50 stars, so if they lose twice, they're done. Either way, they must have some sort of plan. Damn. Okay, 20 white stars have been placed for bet. The first bladers will be Zonamos Nikoyama and Iwao Gogo. A defense battle. This is going to be good. Zona. I have a suggestion, Zona. Is Zonamos going to bring up one of his Bay riddles here? This time I like to switch things up a little, Zona. I call it a Bay Riddle Endurance Deathmatch, Zona. Bay Riddle Endurance Deathmatch? During the battle, I will dish out Bay Riddles one after another, Zona. You will guess the answers, and if you get all 10 correct, we'll put up a new statue for you at Zonamo's house to immortalize your glory, Zona. What? A new monument after that statue of bird? So, will you accept the challenge, Zona? What shall I do, my lady? Go ahead and accept. Warm up the battlefield for my entrance later. Understood. I will carry out my duty no matter the cost. With Golem Rock. Iwao Gogo. When you battled him, he couldn't show his true power because you countered him. But we might be able to see it today. Golem Rock is a defense type. On the other side is Sphinx Cowl, but with Phoenix Rudder's bit part, customizing it into a stamina type. This battle really is going to be an endurance deathmatch. First set. Ready and set. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot! Oh, it's gonna be solid, man. All right, a stamina type versus a defense type. The two have already begun clashing. Let's start the Bay riddle, Zona. Question 1. Between a 4-legged monster and a 2-legged monster, which would win a fight, Zona? 4-legged and 2-legged creatures? What is he talking about? The answer is yet unknown. Zona? The 4-legged is Sphinx, and the 2-legged is Golem. Both are monsters of legend. In other words, you're asking whether you or I will win, and the answer is dependent on the Bay battle. That is definitely a potential correct answer that I will accept, Zona. Okay, let's keep the riddles going, Zona. Question number 2. What kind of ratchet has the least amount of blades, Zona? The 080. Yep. Correct, Zona. Question number 3. Question number 4. Question number 5. Question number 6. Question number 7. Red bean and cream sushi. Question number 8. The slipstream. Question number 9. My own path with Beyblade. Correct, Zona! Well done in getting everything correct so far, Zona. The next is the 10th. Finally at the final riddle, Zona. If you can solve this riddle, just wait just one moment. Sphinx Cowl was knocked back. Zona, I will give you the answer to the first question right now. Punish them. Golem Rock. He's like, you ain't even answered number 10. I'm going to win. Extra shoot. Elegant muscle. Golem Rock with an overfinish. Iwao Gogo wins. Damn. Goliath has 70 stars now. The answer is the 2-legged monster. The Golem would win. Does that satisfy your riddle? Correct, Zona. You finished before the 10th question, aiming to exhaust Sphinx Cowl's stamina before he could even ask it. Amazing. A flawless butler indeed. But they totally took the lead. No matter. The Bay battle was superbly entertaining thanks to the Bay riddles. This is exactly the noblesse oblige he is set to fulfill. At the beginning, its flank blades took blows, but this also exhausted the opponent's stamina. Then towards the end, he used the rugged upper blades to land a counterattack. So those are Golem Rock's true abilities. Well done, Ewell. Ryu, you are up next. That was excellent. It was fun, Zona. Oh, man. Here we go. Ooh, we get a cutscene with bird training. Man's gonna come back and get his first win. I feel like they're setting up for it, man. I feel it incoming. He might get his actual first win before like this season's done. And it's gonna be a wild one. Go shoot! Launched Hell's Reaper. Ah, so cold. Master Bird, this is also part of your training. No matter how cold this is, Chef Taisho washes the rice every morning without fail. He starts from the first step to make the best sushi rice for his dishes. What does that have to do with Beyblade? It goes without saying, a well-balanced meal is very beneficial to both your body and mind. Oh, I see. That's true. Now, once we have completed the best sushi rice, let us make the most sublime sushi you've ever made. You just wanted to eat some, don't you? Did you say something? Oh, no, I didn't say anything. She's a big sushi fan. Second platers, Uni Namba and Ryu Kuwabara. Uni! Hi, all my universes out there. Thanks for your support. Uni Namba. I know a lot about you. You run a super popular Unity channel, right? Eh? You checked out my stream? That makes me so happy. I will now cast a curse on you. Curse? Are you saying your internet's lagging? Sorry, what? Not that kind of curse. From this point onwards, you will be cursed by your fans. What the heck? You'll understand soon. So that's your battle style? All right, then. I'll just use my popularity and get the crowd hyped for when I win. Oh my, the second set is a battle between popularity and curses. Who will rise and who will fall? She'll be cursed by her fans? It's just the power of suggestion, just like when she used it on Bird. I see, an influencer like Uni is always attentive to the fans. Maybe her suggestion has to make her even more alert, so that she'll be too distracted to battle normally. Basically, it's a cheerful person versus a gloomy person. Ready and set. 3, 2, 1. Go shoot! I love that there's so many female bladers, man. Unique bays. Unicorn Sting, attack custom. It lands a fierce attack on first contact, but goes circles perfectly parrying the attacks. Uni's battle style is about combining offense and defense, but right now she's completely on offensive. You can't change your style that easily. It's a nimble one. I get it now. The secret to your popularity is in your ability to adapt. Yeah. You really must have watched my stream. Yes. Day after day. It must be tough. Streaming life. And you get no privacy with your personal life. You say it's for your fans, but you're having a really hard time, aren't you? Not at all. I'm me, and I love showing myself to the world. Are you sure about that? You devote yourself to your fans, and yet I'm sure you received hate mail and negative comments, huh? You just take those in stride and make it part of the popularity meter. Such bravery. But what about your bae? Unicorn Sting gets knocked far to the edge. If you focus solely on attacking, your stamina won't last, especially since Ghost Circle is almost perfect circular shape. Parries any and all attacks. The animation for her, man. Well then, I'll just keep on attacking until the enemy falls. Will Unicorn Sting really be able to inflict damage on the Ghost Circle? By the way, on one of your stream videos, did you know about this one comment? Uninamba is nothing compared to Multinana Iro in both Beyblade skill and popularity. She's just some loser. She's just trying to throw her off. Literally, bruh, come on. The hate comments, everybody gets them. You know what I mean? No matter who you are or what you do, you have people that enjoy your style. You have people that don't. And just trying to play on that to throw Uni off. I think Uni is going to probably be the one to do this. Like, I think she's going to get a win against Ryu. I think she can do it. Because, like, Uni believes in herself and her fan base. And just, like, how she moves with kindness and just a good heart. You know what I mean? She wears her heart on her sleeve. And with that, I think like she's gonna stay cool, calm, and collected and be like, I'm me. I'm not multi, I'm me, I'm myself. And that's important, man. Like, used to be a time where I would compare myself to other influencers or YouTubers or such, or be like whatever, get to like a big time point and worried about that stuff. Now it's that stage, it's just like doing it for so long, I'm me, man. I enjoy the battles I do. I enjoy just the content I put out, the way that I go about even making videos and everything. You know what I mean? Just my own style, and just, I'm me, man. I'm not trying to be the very best. I'm honored to be referred to as a legend, and learning to like receive that energy and be like, yeah, taking those blessings. Hell yeah, man. 13 years of doing that, being at legend status, but it is an honor. And just continuing to put out content and everything that I love doing. And it's going to make me better as I just go along, even going into like year 14 and, you know, going forward. But the point being, not comparing yourself. There's only one of you. That's why I've got K1MBO in my channel name. You know, there's Kimbo311 out there. But it's even like still the same thing. Like, there's only one of me. It's like there's only one of like him, one of each blader that's out there. Like, there's only like one JoJo or Illinook, you know what I mean? We're all just that big time one that adds to the entire thing. So just embrace your spirit, embrace like who you are as a blader or the things or interests that you have. And that's what it's all about, man. There's no need to sit and compare, you know. But yeah. So let's get into it. Oh, that the one from my just let's see. Oh, that the one from my just chatting stream 3 days ago, right? Lady Multi is my role model, so being compared to her makes me feel ecstatic. Huh? Well then, there were also comments about quitting being a Unity fan, weren't there? Saw those too. I won't stop any from leaving, and I will reject anyone because they might come back one day. But then, what about how you've lost your appeal since changing your battle style? True, the older fans' opinions are important. But if I show them how hard I'm fighting, I believe they'll accept the new me too. This is why Uni's a great blader, man. Teaching the big time lessons, and she's absolutely right, man. You know, everybody's gonna have their opinions. You've changed. You're not the same person you were, etc., etc. It's like there's evolution, there's stages with things, and you know, some people's cup of tea. Other times it's like, hey, I watched you and like I was younger, you know, going and having different interests, and that's okay. And I'm grateful for everyone who stuck around for like this long. Doing the poll of like how long you guys have been around for the channel. A lot of people came in like pre-2019, like 2018 time period, which is crazy. Probably a lot of people from Bakugan and everything, and I'm totally honored. But it's wild. Like even how many OGs still sit and watch the channel on, you know, on regular. It's amazing, man. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate all the love and all the support for sure. and just growing and evolving. You can even tell with the hair. Like I've had the braids come back. Like really just showing the evolution and diversity with things. You know what I mean? Like I used to have braids like down to my shoulders in high school. Like literally right before I started my channel, um, is when I cut them, and it was probably within 6 months after that I started my channel. Um, so yeah, my hair was like super short at the time period, and then just grew it out to an afro, and then been buzzing ever since and figuring out a style for it. I like the fade on the sides and like long on the top. That's what I'm going for now. So it's like can mess around with it, have hair to mess around with, but it's also damn hot and like in some of it trimmed. And that's just a style like evolving and growing up. And now having like it's so long being able to rock the bun and everything and honestly be able to rock it. So yeah. But basically it's like the real ones will sit and accept me no matter what, because just being me, you know what I mean? They don't pick or choose or anything. Nothing need for being me like you guys do, even showing up and watching the videos and everything and tuning into the streams like this. I'm really grateful and appreciative of all of you. um but yeah, so it makes Uni an awesome blader, just her free spirit, her positivity, her outlook on life, and just being like, okay, yeah, it's fuel to make me better. But yeah. Whoa, Uni, I'll follow you forever. How do you even remember comments like that? I check all my fans' comments. What are you talking about? Those aren't fans. They're anti-fans. Wait a sec, Ryu. Are you my fan? Huh? What? Well, you put in all the effort to read my comments. Huh? So you must be a member of the universe too, right? What? I only read that much for the sake of casting my curse. This is why I hate cheerful people. Go, circle! Oh, she's letting out her real power. Ooh, the sprites, man. Okay. Okay, and that was a weird sync. Since you're universe, I'll give you a front row seat to see something special. From my rebirth came the greatest appeal. The GF, man. Unicorn Sting's gorgeous battle. I love how they've done this, man. Like making custom combos and yo, the recolor for Unicorn Sting, that's sick. Extreme Dash, Double Universe Supreme. Unicorn Sting hits it dead center. Unicorn Sting with an over finish. Uni Namba wins. Damn. Gain some more fans. Unity! Agile Uni is awesome too. Huh? She wasn't paying attention to Ghost Girl's words from the start. Thanks, everyone. Love you all. Outgoing people are too bright. Can't take it. I gotta hurry home and run my dailies for rankings. For us withdrawn types, that's a moment of peace. Rayun? Rayun? Are you the person who just commented for the first time recently, Zero Rio? When I asked about any fun games, you commented tons of recommendations. There's an event right now, so even beginners can get rare drops. It's a great idea. And events are best for rankings because you have fewer rivals. No, that definitely was not me. But it really is a fun game. I got interested because of that comment. So I thought about doing a Let's Play sometime. And Rayun, you know about it, right? Teach me. You can come on as a guest. Well, if you insist. Yay! Oh, let's trade phone numbers. I'm sending you the invite code. Oh, when you log in for the first time, I recommend the new player server since there are a few people. The wall to challenge more exciting ranks is low, and recommended weapon for beginners is a drop rate of 50%. And for the gathering materials, farming level 6-3 is best. Oh, I see. If you save up battle stamina, you can kill two birds with one stone. She's just going. Love it, man. Like, I resonate with Ryu. Like it's like a mix of both. It's weird. I'm definitely an ambivert, like the mix of both. I definitely have like the uni side where it's like going on, having that energy, being like, yo, oh my god, like, hi guys, how's it going? Socializing, just goofing around, the outgoing, extroverted self. Definitely learned that in the older days. I was a big time introvert as a young kid, but yeah, still having that aspect even with like Rayu, where it's like home, chilling, like how it is, like streaming with you guys now and just yeah, vibing, gaming, enjoying the home life. A little balance of both. Like I definitely see myself like I got a lot of Libra placement like out astrologically. I'm a Virgo, that's my sign. But a lot of placements with Libra, the big time balance of things. And I guess it's how you can see how I move with things. So it makes sense. My favorite types are attack and balance because, like, attack, like my ADHD going in, sometimes I just go around too quick for my own good, honestly. So just learning to even slow down with things. And it's interesting because even with Beyblade X, having more of an appreciation, I always had an appreciation for defense and stamina types, but even more so, like with this series, how they've done them, it's freaking awesome. Defense types are slept on big time, and same thing for like stamina types. Well, stamina types not so much. I mean, we got Wizard Rod and some other shit, when it comes down to stamina. But especially defense. Like, I think defense types are definitely slept on in this gen. But yeah, that's why I love Golem Rock. Even just like the stock combo, the raw defense of it. Hell yeah, man. And how they done Ewell in the show. But yeah, but also like the thing of balance, like when in tune, having that balance of things and just learning how to balance things even with life and timing, like resting, cleaning, working, family time, getting things done, etc., etc. Like the big time list things and just finding that balance of it. You know what I mean? But yeah. With one win and one loss, we're back to square one. Next is the third battle. Yggdrasil's member will, of course, be the one and only, the team leader, Burn Fujiwara. So, what did you think of the battle just now? She remained loyal to her principles of popularity, and in the end, she even influenced her opponent. Her sense of noblesse oblige has risen to a new height. And I, too, must pave the way for the future of carrying out my noblesse oblige. Lord Byrne, I will have you accept all of my feelings for you today. Ah, man, here we go. We got Karua and Burn in the next episode. Now, I feel like the next episode is where shit's gonna start getting real because they're gonna be facing off. But then we got I forgot the name of the other team. They're in the top three, but that team that's definitely the team. I think he's got the Scorpio Spear, like Dokuga. I'm pretty sure that's Dokuga's team. So yeah. The outro, man. Tenka looking at her younger self. Oh man, Golden. Wow, Zuganic. All the members of Zuganic. But then Multi when she was younger and Shigeru. Young Axe and Ginro. It's such a good outro, man. Okay, at this stage, like Tenka's so much of a part of Persona. Either like at the end of this series, she's either joining Persona full time and going from the Shiraboshi style school when they beat Omega, and she's gonna join Persona, or she goes back to the school and she's gonna be a big time just friend. You know what I mean? Like a big time ally going forward. Because we're gonna get like you talk about crazy developments, dude. Like the imagine just the seasons that'll be coming. Each series has had more seasons than the previous series. At least that's been the pattern. Because with what? Plastic Gen, we got 3 seasons of the show. Um, with Metal Fight, we got 4 seasons of the show. And then with Burst, we got 6 seasons under TT, but technically 7 seasons of the show. Honestly, under both, because TT made the bays on their big time level. Hasbro made their own bays, but Hasbro made their own series as well for this show, which definitely loved that. It tied the bow on Burst as much as possible. But 7 seasons, if that pattern continues, that means Beyblade X would get at least 7 seasons. It would be wild if it was more. If they play their cards the right way and they keep the balance and everything, it could get up there for sure. Like, of course, having more bays and more gimmicks and stuff. Um, but just maintaining the balance, not making things too heavy. Like, of course, adding gimmicks to different designs, and we got UX right now. It would be wild if we have a series that's like how it is during Burst, where we had the Eclipse bays, and also Helios and Hyperion. If they play on that concept, like we saw in DB, where you split the bay in 2 parts and then can customize that way with the blade somehow, some way. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like UX, except taken a little further, and the blades themselves could be split into different pieces, like one half and then another half, and they could play around with that, and plus it'll be a way for TT to make mostly more money. But yeah, just making sure the weight doesn't change big time. Like, don't make things like way over 40 grams. You know what I mean? It'll make so much stuff obsolete, truth be told. Um, Sticking around that realm of like 40 grams tops, I'd say. But yeah. So let's see the. I'm so satisfied after having all my riddles solved, Zona. I don't mind solving more another day. Eh? Then what about this? Oh, if you pre-aim, you can kill it. Oh, the southern area is about to shrink, so keep that in mind. These two are way too relaxed. Next time on Beyblade X. Crimson Showdown. It's our turn, Karua. Let's have a grand battle, Lord Byrne. Dude, it's gonna be a good battle. This is probably gonna be like the culmination of the story with those two, Karua and Byrne. Okay, Karua's talking with Goldius, showing a part of the battle. Taisho's making sushi. Karua and Byrne talking. Gruda and Phoenix, man. It's gonna be intense. Question is, who's gonna win? Okay. My guess is going to be an intense battle, but I think Burns is going to get the win against Karua. Karua's going to put up a good fight. It's going to be really intense, but I think Burns got this one, man. And for Phoenix, like, I love how they're doing this, because definitely they're going to be focusing on, like, Yggdrasil is definitely going to be in next season. You can see it. Like, Yggdrasil's in next season, Zuganic's going to be in next season, and then, of course, they're bringing in, like, some new teams, of course, older teams that we've seen throughout the X, but, like, you notice how they're focusing on certain teams. Like, we got the story for Phalanx, and that being done, and a bunch of, yeah, pretty much. I think that's the name of the team, yeah. But, you know what I mean? Like, these other teams were getting their stories and stuff. Kind of resolved, but you can see how they can come back. I would love to see Takumi come back. I hope they make an actual mountain or a Mount Blanc Bay. And that's why I love what they're doing. I don't know why people are so upset with them repeating blades when it comes to these random boosters for CX. I love it because it's making it where other characters can have like their bay in their moment, like a CX version of their bays. We got this during Metal Fight. Like, come on, man. Earth Virgo, Earth Aquila, Storm Capricorn, Storm Pegasus. What? We got Thermal Pisces, Thermal Lacerda. Yeah, Grand Cetus, the 2 different versions for that. Oh my God, Rock Scorpio, Rock Leon, Rock Aries, Rock Orso. Like, there are so many rock bays. Come on, man. So I don't mind that they're doing this, and it's also making it where like random boosters not only have the prize bay, you can get a secondary prize bay being another like character bay, which I think that's really cool. They have 6 spots, have where there's 2 like prize bays, the main prize bay and the secondary prize bay, and then 4 other bays with some fun new combos and stuff with parts that we haven't seen that much of. I dig how they're doing this for sure. So it could make it where we see these characters like we get a new unicorn. I could see us getting a new unicorn, a new Sphinx, both of them being under CX. New Phoenix for sure, like a CX Phoenix, because Burn having I love how they do it for like Burn and King both, like how it is for Persona. You know what I mean? BX, UX, and CX base. So Leon Claw, Leon Crest, and then imagine we get a Leon that's CX, not Leon Fang, but a different one. Like we get the same chip as the one in the video game. Like, Leon Fang's coming with the video game. We get the same chip, except it's a new blade with it for Leon. And if it shows anything, it's going to be a different type. So there's balance. He's got balance. He's got defense. So it makes sense if it's like an attack type. Like I said, not Leon Fang, but or maybe imagine that they just do a different recolor for Leon Fang. Oh my god. But I can see them using a different blade, and it's like an attack combo. It's either like attack or stamina, one of the two. So I see them doing a different type, and it's like how it is for Phoenix, because we got Phoenix Wing, attack, Phoenix Rudder, stamina. So a defensive Phoenix, that would be a cool play. Like if King gets an attack bay and Burn gets a defense bay for their CX, because it's like a swap of what they have like originally. That would be pretty dope. And then, yeah, like a new Viper for Toguro. Cho has Rhino Reaper. That's a thing now, Rhino Reaper. So they'll probably show that in the show. But just, you know what I mean? Like definitely, it makes sense for them using like the same blade. Paying homage to MFB. I love the homage that they're paying as they go along with the series. I mean, we got Pegasus Blast with like the final drive type tip, which I didn't make a video really talking about it because I'm like, it's been a little bit of time. Would you guys still want me to make a video like formally talking about the news that came out? I mean, obviously Pegasus Blast, what is it? Cerberus Flame, and then Whale Flame, the random booster. That be in the news. If you guys want to see that, like, let me know. I'll make the video if you guys want. But yeah, sorry, I gotta look at your guys' comments. I wasn't ignoring you, just getting all my thoughts out and everything. Kimbo311, what's good? Yo, what's up, John? Tommy's up in here too. Let's see that top. The top knot is working. Katana Kimbo, hell yeah, man. Roman needs to come back just being himself. The tribal chief a-hole is in himself, and also I want him to bring some qualities to the character back, just like when he was in the Shield. I see him being like, it's going to be like a hybrid. He's going to be the tribal chief. He's definitely the OTC tribal chief. Like, that's what he's established at, and that's going to be his nickname going forward. But bringing back, like, the tendencies that he had when he was, like, the big dog. You know what I mean? Like, original Roman Reigns. Like, Roman now, of course, having, like, the aura, the mic skill, the legendary championship reign, but he had his heel run. Now the face one, and that being him getting over his own ego, because especially, like, without his family getting his ass kicked, going back to like how he was with the Usos and everything before he became the tribal chief, and like connecting the family that way instead of just going for power, realizing how he's wrong. Going for power is about the connection and everything, and trying to make amends with things, which he's kind of done with Jimmy and Jay and Sammy. But yeah, even further so, because I mean he's the tribal chief, and he's gonna have to come back after Seth and his group. I won't be surprised if he costs Seth Money in the Bank, honestly. Like, Seth tries to cash in Money in the Bank, and then when he cashes in, Roman plays it strategically, just waiting. And then the second that he tries to cash in, Roman comes out, spears him, costs him the Money in the Bank opportunity, and then it sets up for, like, a major showdown. It's either that, or, like, Seth's going to win and become champion, and then Roman's going to be like, oh, hell nah. And they have a few, like, whatever title. Which I won't be surprised if it's the World Heavyweight title. With how they're doing this, it's weird. Gunther and Goldberg face off. Like, Goldberg, is honestly, yeah, it's his retirement match. So I'm like, what if he wins? What if they have it where Goldberg wins and he actually, like, is the world champion, but then he retires? It'll make sense if Goldberg wins, Seth coming out, he's seizing that opportunity, and then he walks out as the champion. And then it's like Gunther versus Seth or something for, like, the next PLE. or something like that. Like that would be pretty wild. And then Roman comes back and like Roman's at SummerSlam for the title or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. When Fatu said I hate you solo, yep, there it is. Knew it was coming, man. It was only a matter of time. They're having a feud for the US title. It's gonna be dope. Hey Kimbo, I just hit my elbow. But I started watching you back in 2019 with Bakugan content. Have you ever considered doing a Bakugan Battle Planet collection video? I have. I have to dig through all my stuff because I still have a bunch of stuff that I haven't used. I wanted to get back and making profiles and stuff because I know it's been years since I made Bakugan deck profiles. I made 111 and it stood at that. I've made the most Bakugan. I'm gonna just say it and I'm being real. I made the most Bakugan deck profiles in the world. Damn it. 111 of them. Like, who else made 111 different deck profiles? I liked playing around with stuff that wasn't just like Air Zero, Dan Kuzo, like Dan Kuzo type OP cards, like stuff that worked together in a deck because it's not just about like what's the strongest and always wins. It's about showing what can be used and so much untapped potential with Bakugan, and I still want to go and create a bunch of profiles. I just got to sort through like cores, cards, and the Bakugan I've got, and I want to make some more. And yeah, possibly doing a collection video. Um, yeah, there's a bunch to sort through. I have to sort through a lot in order to have that video become a reality. 2019 era Kimbo was the best. Hey, I appreciate 2019 era was prime Kimbo. Well, I'm trying to be like the Undertaker and have different eras where you see that like growth and such, and that's the hopes. But I'm glad that y'all really liked 2019. Like that was an insane year. All the traveling that happened, busting my ass working to even make that a reality, man. Because it was pricey going and doing all that, but the experience and everything is just unreal. And being like, yo, I've lived to tell a tale of this, and like this all happening. It's insane. Cody might need to form a group where they come after The Rock and the TKO board. They need to get Cena's soul back. I feel like they're gonna save Cena by the end of this year, but the story is gonna be with The Rock because like Cena's done in December. By that point, definitely somebody's gonna be WWE champion. I think it's gonna be Cody. Um, Cody and Randy, I think, should have a WrestleMania match. Like that should definitely be a thing. Um, Roman, like Cody. If I had to book next year's WrestleMania, dude, I'd say Cody and Orton, Roman and Rock, Seth. Shit. Even if it's Seth and Punk again, but it's the last time and it's for the title or something like that. But yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of different like there's so much shit that can happen. It's gonna happen in Vegas again, but I definitely see those matches even just happening. Those few. Um, have you heard about? Yeah, I heard about that new video. Yes, okay, heard. I'll do so. Someone needs to tell Roman the more you're being egotistical, the more it's going to kill you, and you won't be able to fight your former brother who stabbed you in the back, and that is Seth. Somebody's going to probably tell him that, and I think he's realizing that too, because Seth and Braun, like, the combination of those two alone, whooped Roman's ass, man. I think we're getting, like, Team Seth versus Team Roman in War Games, maybe. Or we got to see how this is going to go. Like, Roman and Seth, the story is about them, man. Well, Punk's focused on Cena right now. So yeah, it's like because Punk's going after Cena in that title, unless Cena walks out, like if Punk wins, I see Seth cashing in on Punk. And then they'll have a whole feud and stuff. And if they ran it back like how it was with WrestleMania, Seth being the champ, Punk challenging Seth, trying to get that title back because he finally got the title, but then Seth being like, nah, it's my title with another heist of the century. But then Roman being in it, another triple threat match. Roman, Seth, Punk 2. That would be dope. And they run it back at SummerSlam or some shit like that. That would be wild. Um, but let's see. What list of Superman animated TV shows do you know? Not many. I mean, I've seen Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, and then, well, the first one and the second one, the two Spider-Man movies, I've seen those two. But yeah, like the older Spider-Man ones, I remember watching the original Spider-Man. I think I watched Spider-Man 2 when I was a kid as well. The original Spider-Man, I was just too young to like fully comprehend all of it. Same thing, Spider-Man 2. And Spider-Man 3, I saw like kind of clips of it. But Tom Holland Spider-Man, I haven't seen any of those ones. I saw the Tobey Maguire ones. Um, let's see, Bakugan episode reviews. I'm debating it, but I've got so much shit I've got to do before then. I've got a lot of bays to get battles done with for X, and also like finishing a certain Metal Fight Beyblade story before my birthday, getting that done too. Um, Lots of big plans, so just you know, working towards getting all those projects done. And then like when getting caught up with those, then it'll be like okay, so can make space for other series like Bakugan episode reactions and stuff. But yeah, can't wait to see the burst gets take off in the future. Oh yeah, that's another one of the, you know, the big time plans is the burst skits. You already know. I gotta tell the story with them. 2021 era Kimbo is the best because of your iconic blue gloves. Well, I'm glad. I'm grateful. I'm tempted to put like I should. I'm tempted to put a poll of like what era people enjoyed. You know, when it comes to with like the content and everything that I've done. Because I know there's the pre-glove era and then of course the glove era. Like the pre-glove era was like from 2012 when I started until 2017, and then 2017 till now 2025 being the glove era. You know what I mean? 2017 yellow, 2018 was red, 2019 was purple, 2020 was green, 2021 was blue, 2022 was orange, 2023 was pink, 2024 was black, and then you got 2025 this year with the gold, which, you know, looking forward a little bit because it's wild to say we're basically halfway through the year, which what the hell, what colors would be for 2026? Believe it or not, I have the color in my head already, and I know what color it's gonna be. You can guess, but like it'll be shown in about 6 months. I know it's a far ways away, but yeah, I'm picking up things with the golden gloves. We're manifesting just like gold, prosperity, white, all of it. You know, the golden gloves, man. Let's see. Cody needs to become someone that Rock would make away, which he never did. Quoting Punk, I see what you did there. I think they're gonna have a feud. I think it's gonna be Rock. Like I can see Cody and Rock facing off maybe at the Rumble. Maybe Rock has 2 matches left in his system, and that being it. One being Cody and Rock, which would make sense if they had that match. But it'd be at the Royal Rumble, and then um, Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, because then like maybe Roman stops the Rock because this whole plan is like leading to the Rock being the true people's champion, and then Roman's like, nah, it's not happening. And then we get the setup for the dream match of Rock and Roman. No, we don't. But yeah. Do I watch Ultimate Spider-Man? I have not seen Ultimate Spider-Man. Do I think Bakugan fell off? I love Bakugan, the way that they handled it. Sadly, yes. Like always being iconic, because like honestly, with how they did Gen 1, the story and everything, I loved it for each season. The only time it got really weird with Gen 1, I'd say just too much additive stuff, was like the Baku Nano, the Mectagon Titans. Besides that, like when they did like the open up thing, like Dragonoid Colossus, that was dope. Darak Colossus, not too much because it didn't open like crazy. It did a tiny little bit with the figure they had. But you know, like honestly, the battle gear, dope. Mobile assault vehicles, dope. They opened just like how the Bakugan did, and they extended like that gimmick and the mechanisms. The traps, the Bakugan traps were dope. Regular Bakugan, of course, sick. You know, and even if they made them out of metal, going into Metanium Surge. The only thing being is that like the power creep was so wild it made everything before obsolete. So they had to balance that big time with Gen 2. But I'd say that's the big time downfall of Gen 1. You know, the only thing is that I'd say, like I said, the Bakugan, well, the Baku Nanos, the Mectagon Titans, which were still cool figures, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And like the figures and everything with it. They did have the open with them on the back with the magnets. So at least they kind of had that gimmick. Just the Baku Nano with the push button. I was like, man, some of that stuff. But yeah. The second gen, absolutely phenomenal with how they did the story, even having older characters go through like the story for it. Really, really freaking good. Up there with the story of Gen 1, truth be told, you know what I mean? Not as much darkness. Still some darkness with it, but not as like crazy. But there's still some wild ass moments for sure. Being the biggest Bakugan series that there was with what 5 seasons. Um, the only thing being the cards, because the cards, amazing game. TCG was dope. The only bad part was that the distribution, it was like right game, right place, wrong time in history because pandemic and everything going on there. Cut out the distribution for the cards and everything. If they would have kept up that distribution like how Pokemon does and had the cards and everything go out, it would be successful to this day. I'm being real about that. You know what I mean? They should have focused on that and fully put that into Gen 2 instead of like making Gen 3. Gen 3 not being like it's something they should have waited on. They clearly rushed it because they're like, oh, hey, we're going to try to get fans of Beyblade because Burst is ending. And you could see that with like the strategy, even thinking of it. Like, let's add some Beyblade gimmicks to Bakugan, but it took away what Bakugan originally was, truth be told. And then it backfired because look how it is. The absolute opposite reversal happened. Beyblade resurged. Beyblade X is so popular now and everything, and Bakugan off the shelves and on hiatus once again. If they bring it back, just learning from the previous times where like they haven't where they've made errors and everything, if they do bring it back. They shouldn't have like pushed Gen 3 as hard as they did. They should have buckled down with Gen 2 and just worked on the distribution and stuff, in my opinion. Like put out the cards and maybe like a new wave of Bakugan that were unreleased in like one more last wave that would last for like at least another year or a few months or something, and it would have been so successful if they would have just done that and focused on the cards instead of rebooting it completely. Because Gen 3 probably my least favorite Gen of Bakugan. I haven't seen it though. I've heard the show's pretty good, and that's why I want to get into the reviews, like Kimbo311 said. But yeah, I wouldn't say fully fell off. Just how they did Gen 3. Added Gen 3 after Gen 2. They should have buckled down with Gen 2 and not put out Gen 3 so soon. That's my view. But I have Instagram and I follow you. I'm honored. Thanks so much. We've seen a Soul come back in SummerSlam. When someone put a rap battle against, I don't know if somebody would do a rap battle against them, but like maybe Cody versus Cena. Well, whoever wins gets a title match at SummerSlam. So if Cody wins, it's either gonna be Orton versus Cena at SummerSlam or Cody versus Cena at SummerSlam. I see it being Cody, honestly. But then the story will be like the long term will be Orton. You know what I mean? And it'll build, and then we'll probably have heel Orton. Orton will be heel, Cody be face. By the time WrestleMania comes around next year or something. But yeah. But I see Cody being the one that takes the title off of Cena. Cena, I feel like, is going to be in good graces with the universe and everything before he retires, but he's going to be like his redemption story for the last bit. I think he should go after the Intercontinental title. Like, I think if he loses it at SummerSlam or something like that around that time, the rest of the year be his redemption, and then he goes after the one title that he has not gotten to become a Grand Slam champion, that being the IC title. And then he uses that maybe for like IC title open challenges, like how he did the US title open challenge, give opportunities to other superstars, and then maybe he drops the IC title before he retires at some point. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's at least my view. I think it would be. Let's see, Rainbow 2026 gonna be Brown. I see your guys' guesses. I see you. For Cena in the Royal Rumble. Doesn't necessarily need blood, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, but I first posted Hydra for the first time. Like, oh, you pulled Poison Hydra, nice. Made a song with Roman's theme, which you can't trust anymore. Bothered to watch it. Oh, they made like a new custom theme for him. I see him using the one he's got now for a while. Do I do Beyblade X tournaments? Like, if you're talking official ones, I haven't been to an official one yet. I do plan on going to some official ones. But yeah. If you're talking about like custom tournaments, not so much for X yet. Maybe some point I'll get another lot, and then I'll do that to focus on like Beyblade X skits. But before I think about those, like Beyblade X is still young and panning out, and I like paying homage to the show. I gotta get through the burst skits, and there's a lot to get through with burst. So, yeah, there's been a big time skip with it. So, truth be told, with the burst skits, when I get back into them, you're gonna be seeing the big time battles. Like there'll still be stories and like everything evolving, but it's like pieces to a puzzle over a long time period. But yeah, my guess is your next gloves will be pink. The pink era coming back. I'll say this. I'm not repeating the colors. I'm not repeating colors until I run out of colors that I've done. So all the colors that I have done aren't a color that's gonna be used until I go through all of them. You know what I mean? Um, so that means yellow, red, purple, green, blue, orange, pink, and black are all off the list. You know, it won't be any of those colors. And gold. Also, gold's off the list now, too, because that's the one currently. But, yeah, you have to tune in and see. But you guys have time to take a guess. Cody needs to make Rock Lee pay back. It doesn't necessarily need to be that. I mean, like, beating him in a match and everything. You know, but it won't necessarily, like, involve blood. That's just the thing I'm saying. Like, obviously, there could be a point where he gets payback. I mean, you got payback on Travis Scott giving him a crossroads. So, yeah, long term, you know, Rock goes at the power. But, yeah, I know Cody will never forgive Rock. I mean, he kind of did at the debut of Netflix, but also, like, Rock being weird. Who knows what the story is for him? I feel like he's just... Final boss isn't done. He's just sitting back. What's next for WWE? Some craziness. Like SummerSlam is gonna shift a lot. Like things are gonna shift with you know, with Crown Jewel going forward, but especially at SummerSlam, I feel like it's gonna be a big time shift. It's literally like WrestleMania level where it's 2 nights now. So it's gonna be huge. But yeah. So anyways, you guys got any last questions? Feel free to ask them. I'll answer them, then I'll end this off. I'm liking the show. I'm digging it big time. Karua and Burn facing off the next episode, and I feel like things are going to start picking up. Like, we're going to probably see things with Chrome, and then, like, Chrome and X's story. That's got to be one that's, you know, kind of, like, resolved. We got to see the story of, like, Dokuga's team, the story of Yoko's team. She's the owner of Foxbrush, so the story of her team. Then, of course, the build with Zodiac. So, yeah, and Bird coming back into things, because X is having his moment where, like, he's strong, and he's got a new bay, and he's going to master it, and probably be able to take out Chrome. Like, he's already set story-wise, you know what I mean? That's why him and Tenka are just chilling. And it's the same thing with even Tenka herself, because she's strong, and it's a given. Just gearing up for the battle with Zodiac. Maltese had her arc where she went and became stronger as a bay crafter and has come back, you know, and now she's making CX bays. So the one that's focused on here now is, and it makes sense, he's the last one, is Bird. So when Bird comes back and joins into things, that's how you know shit's about to get real with the rest of the season. Because he's training with Mako right now. And when he comes back, yeah, Bird's gonna turn some heads for real. I feel it, man. I feel it, the way they're building them up. That's the reason why Cody refused to take Rock's offer. Probably unforgiveness. Yeah, true. You know, when he said go fuck yourself. Yeah. It's like you said, it's Cody and Rock's story, so they wouldn't need to focus on that story until like Cody becomes champ again. And Roman's gonna be in the fray, and yeah, you know. Ultimate Hasbro knockout tournament. I thought about it, but like I wanted to do that. Just got to do it with all of the bays being out, like all the current Hasbro releases, which they're releasing new bays with the Jurassic bays and such. So, you know, before I could do that, getting all the exclusives that they have currently. Do you think Roman should come after both Seth and Cena? Seth first. Like, obviously both, but like right now it's Roman and Seth's story. You know what I mean? Like, that's the big time story they're focusing on. And then after that story is resolved with those two, at least like this chapter of that story, it's not completely over. Like, I see things in the future before they retire, of course, but like this chapter of that story, then maybe it goes after Cena if he doesn't have a title, you know what I mean? Or like Roman going in and seeing like The Rock having a plot or something, you know what I mean? He's gonna be in the fray, and maybe he'll help Cody against Cena if other people get involved, like some Bloodline Rules type stuff where, you know, there's a bunch of different, like it's like no DQ and everybody's coming in to help Cena, and then we have an end game type thing, like how was it WrestleMania a bit. Who do you put in Team Roman and who do you put in Team Seth? Not sure if Seth would put Rock in because he also hates Rock. If there's a War Games match, let's see. You talk about 5 people. I mean, it's wrong. It's right now. It's Seth, Bronson, and two other. That's two powerhouses right there. So you talk about like some kind of young star if it's like a new evolution. So maybe like an Austin Theory or a Grayson, one of those two, something like that. Um, I don't know what I put as a fifth member, honestly, of like Seth's team. It'll be wild, like if because I can't see like Drew joining Seth. Like, I mean, it'll be wild if like Drew came back and he was a part of. Oh my god, dude! Because they're going after Punk and like Drew hates Punk and he kind of sides with Seth with it. If Drew joined, oh my god, bro, come on, man. If Drew joined that group, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Roman. It's an interesting because it's like you still got the family civil war a little bit with Roman. I don't know. Definitely Jimmy and Jay being on the same page. And Roman, Sammy's focusing on like a world title right now, or trying to anyways. Well, he's having the feud with Cross, and I hope freaking Cross gets. I hope Cross gets put over and throws all this shit on its ass because that's what he's literally. His whole gimmick is to disrupt everything. And imagine they strap a rocket to him and this man like gets the world title. I would be so fucking happy. I am not even joking. Like Karrion Cross deserves his flowers and his roses, dude. Like I want that man to get pushed big time. Um, that means Cody will never forgive Rock for making him bleed, and right now, either revenge or nothing. I mean, he's just being like the corrupt kind of shady boss, The Rock. Where do I keep all my worst Beyblades? In bins. I got bins for him. Been a while since I've seen A Town Down Under. I could tell Austin turning on Waller is unloading. Yeah, especially if he turns heel, that'll be pretty dope. But yeah, imagine Judgment Day with Cross as the leader versus Shield in an alternate WWE universe. I don't see him as the leader of like the Judgment Day or anything. In an alternate universe, I would still have him being a member, like a part of the Final Testament, except it's like NXT Cross and NXT AOP, where like they were all unbelievably like insane forces, and then booking them that way. Like Final Testament, it was such a good idea for a group, and they let it down with how they did the freaking booking for it. I don't think there's any reason Lashley and the Profits should have won at WrestleMania. It should have been like the Final Testament to put them over. Like, because Lashley ended up leaving, like, yeah, you know what I mean? And they released AOP. But Final Testament versus Shield, that would have been an intense one. Like, if they booked it the right way and the full, like, yeah, that would have been nuts. Do I see Fatu joining Reigns? I think it's possible, honestly, because like Solo's still the heel in this, and he's got JC. But then Roman will be back in things with his family, and that might drag him away from the stuff with Seth. Like he has some stuff with Seth right now, but then like family issues leading to him having to focus on that, and then the build up with Roman and Rock, and then the culmination of all the family stuff. That's the end of like the whole like head of the table type story. At least with Roman and Rock. Then it'll be somebody else stepping up, like Solo failed, like maybe Jacob or someone else stepping up for when Roman eventually retires, then being like the head of the table, the new head of the table or something. We just gotta wait and see how it'll go. Uh, Reigns gave Cody respect. Would Cody also join Reigns when Roman comes back, like with the story and everything? I think so. I really do. Like he'll side with Roman again, but then maybe that makes it where Randy will start, like how KO started going like wild on Cody. Randy will do the same thing if he joins Reigns again. And then at the end of it, he's like, they took me out for 18 freaking months and almost ended my career. And yeah. See, not about blood anymore. It's about who gave WWE justice. It is about justice in WWE. And everybody's going for that power. It's wild. It's an interesting place we're at right now because it's super unpredictable how things can go going forward. Roman's team should be military grade, and you know how justified military is. I don't know about military, like, great stuff. I'd say, like, a powerful faction that, like, shows the unity of the family. But, yeah, we gotta wait and see how it goes. It's gonna be wild. I can imagine, like, Jacob joining Roman's side if it's, like, another civil war. And then, You have like Tonga, Tongaloa, and then like Hikuleo, and then JC. Yeah, Tonga, Tongaloa, Hikuleo, JC, Solo. That's 5 members. And that's like war games set up. And then you got like 5 on the other side, you know what I mean? Like Jacob being a part of it. Jacob, Roman, the Usos, Sammy. Yeah. And that's the 5. That's another Bloodline Soul. Like, bro, come on. You run it back with that. Whew, you wild. Um, Ever gonna retire from YouTube? You look tired. Nah, man. I got so much to create and such. And I'm just tired right now because it's like 11 and I'm streaming, you know. And I've been working today. Do I play 2K games? I haven't in a bit, but I do like the 2K games. Would R2 Goof come back and see us finale? I don't know. I mean, it's Ron Killings now. Put some respect on his name. He's using his actual name. But the goofiness probably making Cena like crack a little bit. I mean, he didn't hit him with the belt when he could have. You know what I mean? Like still heel stuff with it. But yeah. Alternate universe. Curious what Ambrose advice to Roman before fighting Seth. I think before they all retire that Mox or Ambrose is going to come back to WWE. Before he fully retires. Like CM Punk came back, I could see him coming back, and then they have one last thing for the Shield. Maybe it's one last Shield triple threat with all of them before they like retire. Because I see them like they're all gonna be Hall of Famers and inducting one another for sure. But yeah. But anyways, guys, I guess with that, that's gonna do it for this episode reaction. When 86 gets subbed, I'll watch it. You know, it hasn't been subbed quite yet, so when it gets subbed, I'll look at it. But yeah. Advice to give to Roman before fighting Seth: back up. Get back up, because if you have to face that whole crew by yourself, there ain't no way, ain't no damn way. So you gotta find some backup. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode reaction. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily, and if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Advice I'd give to Punk and Cody before fighting Cena. Get back up. Honestly, same thing. Get back up, because you don't know if Cena's gonna have like Travis Scott or somebody else come down and help him out. But yeah, can you get your Discord so I can talk to you? I mean, I got a Discord server, but yeah. Anyways, guys, till next time, it's your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot, whatever. I'm up out of here.